Okay, so guys, please, I want everyone to follow. You need to be highlighting the definitions of the new words being introduced. Today, again, this is Unit 6 in your books. So just in case you don't have your book in front of you, you can follow up on my screen and highlight them later. You can, feel free. Okay, so Unit 6, word 1, it's atone. Atone, it means to make up for, like to compensate. Look at the example here. At one time or another, everyone has done something for which he or she needs to atone. Guys, please use your real names. Who's the Zoom user? Oh, okay.
Carlos.
All right, thank you. So everyone has to do something for which he or she needs to atone or
Good morning, teacher.
compensate. Good morning, Muhammad.
كارلوس انا جيت عندكم اليوم.
Thank you, Muhammad. Okay. So, guys, for example, if I say the insurance company, okay, paid money to atone to her car accident, it means to make up for. They paid her money exactly to compensate, to make up for. Or for example, he had to study very hard in order to atone for the days on which he missed school. Number 2, bondage. Bondage is another word for slavery. So remember in the previous lesson, we covered the word servitude, and we said servitude means slavery. Exactly. Bondage is another word that has the same meaning as slavery. So slavery is the case when a person lacks freedom, he is bought, he is sold, or he is forced to work for no pay. In this case, Bana, we call this situation bondage or slavery. So many people escaped the cruel bondage of slavery with the help of the Underground Railroad. So they escaped via the train tunnels. They escaped bondage or slavery. Number 3, credible. Credible is a word that means believable. Don't you ever hear, yeah, or when you say, for example, this is incredible, it's amazing, unbelievable. So credible means believable. Look at the example here. Do you have a credible explanation for not completing your assignment on time? Do you have a believable justification for not completing your homework on time? So again, credible means believable. Number 4, defray or to pay for. Defray is a verb and it means to pay for. Look at the example here. Corporate sponsors helped to defray the cost of the charity's annual telethon. A telethon is when people decide to volunteer, they start receiving calls from donors in order to collect a sum of money to serve a certain purpose. Like, for example, a person who has a certain illness and he cannot afford hospitalization. So they organize a telethon, they start receiving phone calls, and every phone call received, it means the person wants to donate a certain sum of money. Exactly. Okay, so here, the sponsors help to defray or to pay for the cost of the annual telethon. So far, so good. Please, if you need any extra explanation, let me know. Clear? Okay, so to defray means to pay for. They collected, for example, $10,000 to defray the price of the new machine. Okay, so to pay for. Number 5, diligent. Diligent means hardworking, or at least not lazy. So diligent employees, if we take a look here at the example, diligent employees are likely to be well rewarded for their dedication and hard work. Usually companies, if they have diligent workers, like very serious, very hardworking employees, they have to reward them. How? By giving them maybe a raise, a bonus. So diligent or hardworking employees are likely to be well rewarded for their dedication and hard work. So this is number 5. Number 6, doleful. Doleful means sad, gloomy, dreary, sorrowful, okay? It's a word that has many other synonyms, but it means very sad. So when you're doleful, you're very sad. Let's take a look at the example at hand. One look at the players' doleful faces told me that the team had lost the championship game. So definitely when a team loses a game, their faces won't be showing unhappy expression. So they had a doleful look on their faces, or they had doleful faces. Number 7, ghastly. Ghastly means frightful, something that gives you fear, a sense of fear. Or when you say he had a ghastly face, it doesn't mean that his face is scary or creepy. It means that his face, was pale, but pale as if he has this color of death on his face, deathly pale. So his face was very yellow or maybe even white, okay? So this could be a sign of fear or illness, okay? So the word ghastly has 2 different meanings. It's either frightful, something horrible, something scary, or it could be a color that is very pale, yellowish or white. Some people are almost afraid to go to sleep because they suffer from ghastly recurring nightmares. You know, some people have the same repetitive dream, like every time they sleep, they see the same dream, and usually it's a very uncomfortable one. That's why they call it a nightmare. So that's why they call these nightmares ghastly nightmares, because they're very scary, very frightful. No, it has 2 different meanings, I said. It could be, okay, it could be something that is frightful, and it could be a color that represents a very pale color. So 2 different meanings here, Yara. Okay, guys, please let me know if there's anything unclear. Even online students, in case you cannot unmute, you can send me a question to the chat. We proceed to question number 8, to word number 8. Okay, sorry. Number 8, it's hamper. To hamper, it means to hold back, something that delays you, it holds you back. For example, poor grades will hamper you in your effort to get a college education. Like if you want to join university and you have bad grades, these bad grades will hamper you, will hold you back, will hinder, will stop your effort, they will delay you, okay? So, but if you have very good grades, this will give you easy access to university. But bad grades or poor grades will hamper you, hold you back, hinder your effort. Okay? Sorry? It will hold you back. No, it will delay you. Like they will be like an obstacle in your way. Yeah, they will be an obstacle in your way. Poor grades are like an obstacle. They obstruct you. They don't give you easy access to college education. So they hold you back. They delay you. We go to number 9. We have the word hue. Hue is a verb, okay? And here we need to know that this hue is pronounced the same as hue that's written like this. Excuse me, give me a second. Okay, we have the word hue, which is written like this. It means a shade. We have 5 hues of blue. This one, it means shades. But this is different, totally different in meaning. It's just pronounced in the same way. Okay? But the hue that we are working on right now, number 9, it's a verb and it means to shape or cut with an axe. You know the axe? Usually people use an axe to cut down trees, this tool. Okay? An axe is a tool used to chop wood. So usually when you are shaping or cutting something down with an axe, you are hewing it. Okay? Another meaning for hue is to hold to be like attached to something, holding on to something. Like we should hew to hope, even in our darkest times. We should hold on to hope, even in our darkest times. So let's take a look at the example provided here. Even in a crisis, we must hew to this nation's principles of liberty, equality, and justice. So even in times, in hard times, in times of war, in times of disaster, we must hew or we must hold on to this nation's principles. Principles means main ideas, main beliefs of liberty, equality, and justice. So please, here we have to focus on those 2 different definitions. The first one is to shape or cut down with an axe. Another meaning for hew is a verb also, and it means to hold to. Number 10, we have the word impoverished. Impoverished, it's an adjective, and it means poor. It comes from poverty, okay? So when I say this is an impoverished neighborhood, it means this area is very impoverished, very poor, okay? So impoverished means poor or in a state of poverty, poverty-stricken. A good word to memorize as well is destitute. Destitute means also very poor. So far, so good? So let's take a look at the example here. After World War II, European countries received US aid under the Marshall Plan. Impoverished European countries. So here, guys, please, I don't need any news updates on my Zoom meeting. So after World War II, impoverished European countries, like poor European countries, received US aid. It means they received help from the USA under a plan called the Marshall Plan. Okay? So impoverished European countries. Number 11, incessant. Incessant means never stopping, non-stop, going on all the time. Like, for example, we need incessant hard work to reach our goals. Non-stop hard work, never stopping. So here, if we take a look at the example, please, the loud and incessant chatter. Chatter is the noise of people talking, okay? The chatter of the people at the next table made it hard for us to hear each other. So the loud and incessant or non-stop chatter of the people, it means their loud talking made it hard for us to hear each other. Okay, guys, any issue? Great. Please, guys, I cannot keep on asking every single student aside. So in case there's anything you'd like to ask me about, go ahead. Okay. We proceed. Give me 1 second only. here as well. Got this? Okay. All right, so we proceed. Number 12, intricate. Intricate, it's an adjective as well, and it means complicated or difficult to understand. Okay? When you tell me, for example, on the news report, I heard this president's plan to end the war, but it was very intricate, it was very complicated, so I couldn't understand that much. Very good. So if we take a look at the example provided to us in the book, our teacher took us through the intricate solution to the equation step by step. So the solution was very intricate, it was very complicated, too complex. So the teacher took us through the solution step by step. It means the teacher tried to make it simpler by explaining it clearly step by step. So something intricate is something complicated or difficult to understand. We proceed to word number 13, and it is lucid. Something lucid is something that is easy to understand, clear. Isn't it the opposite of the previous word, guys? If intricate means complicated and difficult to understand, then lucid is the total opposite, and it means something easy to understand. Good. So the ability to speak in a lucid and persuasive fashion. Fashion here, it means way, not fashion like outfits, okay? The ability to speak in a lucid and persuasive fashion is a great asset to a politician. Like if you want to be a very influential politician, a person who works in politics, and you want people to trust you and believe you and follow you, then you need to speak in a very lucid, easy to understand way, and in a persuasive way as well, to be able to convince the public with your ideas and beliefs. Okay? So this is lucid number 13. We go to word number 14, and please focus on how it's pronounced. How do you think word number 14 is pronounced? Take a look at the bracket here. They give you its pronunciation. Are you able to... No.
Passionist.
Again, please, Khaled.
Passionist, James.
No, it's posthumous.
Posthumous. عرفت.
شوفي
Okay, guys. So it's posthumous, and something posthumous is an adjective, and it means something that happens after death. Okay? After death. Something happening after death. Look at the example. Again, sorry? What did you say?
يا مس
Yes.
انت بالصف؟
Where am I supposed to be, Muhammad? Okay. Many artists and writers have been ignored during their lifetimes only to achieve posthumous fame. Have you ever heard of an artist called Vincent van Gogh? Okay. Vincent van Gogh today is considered one of the most famous artists ever. And during his lifetime, he was very poor because nobody ever bought any of his paintings. When did people start buying his paintings? After his death. So his fame was a posthumous fame. He earned his fame after he died. People started to value his art after his death. And today, his paintings are sold for millions of dollars, knowing that during his lifetime, he only sold one painting. Yeah. And I recommend that you check out his paintings on Google. One of his paintings is called A Starry Night. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. His style in drawing is amazing. And still, during his lifetime, he achieved no fame. His fame was posthumous, so it occurred after his death. All right, everyone? Can we proceed? Do you need any extra explanation here? We proceed to the final page here. Number 15, prim. When you say she is a prim lady, she's very neat. She's very tidy. She's very, she dresses up in a very appropriate and proper and formal way. So if we take a look, please, at the example, Ghazal, how is it that such a prim and tidy person and such a messy one can be such good friends? You know, sometimes opposites attract. Let's say I'm very tidy, very organized, and my best friend is very messy. Yeah, they're opposites, and still they can be good friends. So a prim person is a person who's very tidy and very organized. We go to number 16, it's sardonic. Okay, not sardonic. No, it's sardonic. Sardonic means grimly or scornfully mocking, very sarcastic. Many comedians today, they make people laugh. How do they make them laugh? By being sarcastic. Yeah, they mock others, especially those stand-up comedians, the live shows. They start mocking the audience. So,
عفوية يا مس عفوية.
no, it's not about being spontaneous, sarcastic. You're making fun, you're being ironic. Bana, your loudness, please. So when a person
لا نحن تحكي بالصف.
Muhammad, please, if you have anything important to say, feel free to share it, but I don't know what type of comments are these. So sardonic is an attitude that is actually mocking or sarcastic, when you make fun of others to create a comic effect. Yeah, you can underline scornfully mocking or sarcastic. Yeah, you mock others, exactly. You make fun of them, exactly. So here, but you need to know that sometimes they call this dark comedy. Dark comedy is when you are making fun of something because you're in pain. Like when we speak about Lebanon sometimes, that we don't like, or we make fun of some things that happen in our country. It's true that we're mocking it, but we're not doing it just for a laugh. We're doing it to shed lights on a problem, okay? So sardonic, it's this type of sarcasm. It's the dark one. That's why if we take a look at the example here, great satirists save their most sardonic wit. They save their most sarcastic wit is a type of intelligence. That's why they call this person witty. He's smart, okay? For the greedy, the corrupt, and the hypocritical. The greedy are the people, especially the politicians, who never get enough of the country's wealth. Corrupt are the ones that are, what do we mean by corrupt? Fesdin, okay? They are stealing the wealth that is not their own. And hypocrites or hypocritical people are people who say something and they do the opposite. Like when I tell you, you should be honest, but at the same time, I'm dishonest. This is hypocrisy. Okay? So in this case, this is a sardonic attitude because they are sarcastic about this type of people. Number 17, superfluous. Superfluous is an adjective and it means exceeding what is sufficient or required, excess. Like UAE or the United Arab Emirates has a superfluous produce of oil and gas on a daily basis. Excessive, more than their need. That's why they export, because they produce more than what they need, exactly. So neat and well-organized people know how to eliminate all the superfluous clutter. Sometimes you enter your room, you find it very messy. So you start to clean up the superfluous items here and there, the excessive items that you don't need. No, the excessive, yeah. For example, you have 5 tissue boxes in your room. You remove 4, you keep 1. You remove the superfluous items, the excessive ones that you don't need. Very good, very good. Number 18, supplant. To supplant is a verb and it means to take the place of. To take the place of or replace. Like today, robots are supplanting humans in many factories. They are replacing them. 17, I underline something exceeding what is sufficient or something excess, like more than what's needed. 18, supplant, it means to take the place of. If we take a look at the example here, computers rapidly supplant typewriters in the workplace. Today, people type everything on the laptop, not on the type machine, the dactyl or whatever. Number 19, taunt. To taunt something, what's happening? No. It's a verb. It means to jeer at, to mock. Yeah. For example, if you are watching a basketball match and your team loses, you start taunting your team players, jeering at them, like boo sounds or whatever. You are mocking them, jeering at them, or giving them insulting remarks. ملاحظات مهينة. Okay, so you're showing them that you're unhappy with what they're doing. So it's not at all unusual for brothers and sisters to tease and taunt one another good-naturedly. Like sometimes when your sister annoys you, you give her a negative remark, but at the same time, you do it with a good nature. You don't do it out of hate. Okay? So to taunt someone, it means to jeer at him, to give him a negative remark, a negative attitude, or the taunt itself, the noun, it means it's an insulting remark, a very rude comment. Final word for today, tenacious. Tenacious is an adjective and it means holding fast or holding together firmly. Okay? When you say this is a tenacious glue, this glue holds the two items together firmly. Or look at the example. Athletes or sports players must be tenacious, must stick together in the pursuit of excellence if they hope to become Olympic champions. If a team wants to be an Olympic champion, shouldn't the players stick together very well, work together as one team? Yeah, so here the team should be tenacious, or the players should be tenacious, like holding together very firmly in order to achieve success. All right, guys, that's it for today. Does anybody have any question regarding those explained words? All right, guys, for next time, please, I want you to work on exercise, the first exercise on page 75, 76. Okay? Thank you so much.